My daughter, Shiva, referred me to Dr. Kim 2 years ago. I came, I had many consultations with different doctors, and he was referred to us. He came highly referred by a friend of ours, Danielle, and I first had my eyes done. I had an eye lift 2 years ago, and as soon as I met him, I felt so confident in the way he explained everything. And the thing I loved the most was that I didn't have to be put out with anesthesia. That made me feel really confident and comfortable. It didn't seem like some scary, crazy surgery that I had to be put out to sleep. And I was in and out of here in 1 hour. And that evening I went for a walk with my dog. I walked the next day. I walked every day. I was perfectly fine. I was bruised, and I did have stitches, but I felt really great. And at that time we had talked about doing the facelift and neck lift, which I just did exactly 1 week ago today. And I'm thrilled with the results so far. It was, I want to say, 4 or 5 hour surgery. No anesthesia. It was really a piece of cake. And some slight bruising under my eyes and a little bit. We did lipo under my chin and a little bruising. And today, this is the 7th day, and I feel like the swelling has gone down tremendously. Okay, the main reason I wanted to do this, a few years ago, I don't think I ever would have done something like this, but once I hit my 50s, I started, like, I felt very youthful myself. I take good care of myself. I eat, I exercise. But then I look in the mirror and I would feel really older and tired and haggard looking no matter what. Put on my makeup, get my hair done. And I just wanted to buy a little time maybe, or just not look so tired. And immediately, since I've had it done, I feel like I just have a new lease, you know, on life. And it goes more with how I felt inside. This little bit of, you know, facelift and neck lift, it just makes me feel so much better. I don't look, and it's only a week, so I can only imagine it's gonna get better. This is my good friend Jeannie. We're both from Northern California, and she saw me right after I did my eyes, and she was blown away at how good it looked and how no one really noticed. They just said, "Oh my God, you look so rested." Once the bruising went down, everyone said, "Oh my God, you look so rested." No one knew that I'd had eye surgery, like many of our friends. Yeah. And we have a lot of friends that have had really scary or unnatural looking facelifts, eye lifts, and we know right away. Right. And we make jokes a little bit.
And we see the scarring, and we know right away that they've had something done, and they look really bad for a really long time. So Siobhan, who's going to be my future in-law, her eyes were amazing. So I was always saying, oh boy, I need those eyes before our kids get married. So then she came down and did the facelift, and I came down on Tuesday to drive her home, and I thought that it was going to be bad. And I honestly couldn't believe it. She looked like nothing had been done hardly, other than the bruising here. She had a little bruising under her chin on Tuesday. Wednesday, the bruising under her chin went away. The swelling has gone down. Now she just looks like she's ready to go to a football game with a little blackout. But other than that, yeah, I am completely blown away. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a great experience.
So I'm going to talk to Dr. Kim. He's the only one I would talk to about doing the eyes before the wedding, so I look as young as she does.
And his staff is amazing. They're so sweet, so patient, and during my surgery they were constantly reassuring me, asking if I needed anything. Just all around lovely, sweet people. And good looking. Dr. Kim's very handsome. He's single. And
but I also have to say, because I've had breast implants and how I felt terrible afterwards because of the anesthesia, and I was sore, and I love the fact that they don't put you under, because they're a health hazard, and I think you just feel so much better right after. So I mean, she was talking to me on the phone after, so that is super impressive to me.
But what typically happens in facelift is that they just want to pull on it, and so people just have a very wider face. But what's ideally what we want to do is create more of a slender, youthful face and give a nice jawline. What happens with the aging is that this area, where your cheek is, right, this is called the mid-face, so this region drops, and so you develop a nasolabial fold, and then this area called the jowl, this area hangs down, and then the neck starts looking very wrinkly. So, and the reason why it's happening is that the muscle that is responsible for that is a one continuous layer of muscle, and as people age, this layer of the muscle just drops down. And so what we want to do is we want to bring back the muscle back up, and so rather than more of a wider face, we want to create a more of a feminine V-line of the neck, of the jawline, and then really give a nice long neck, smooth out the neck, and also give back the cheekbone, the mid-face region. So by doing that, this area, even the lower eyelid region looks better. The patient looks much more kind of healthier, and because that's how younger people are. And then so it's basically taking her back the way that she used to look. And by doing that, we also correct the nasolabial fold, and then correct the jowl for the jawline. In your case, it just feels like she just looked very refreshed and just 10 years younger.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
I love that.
Way. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a great experience.
So I'm going to talk to Dr. Kim. He's the only one I would talk to about doing the eyes before the wedding, so I look as young as she does.
And his staff is amazing. They're so sweet, so patient, just all around lovely, sweet people. And good looking. Dr. Kim's very handsome. He's single and very happy. It was really an amazing experience. And I would recommend Dr. Kim to anybody.